To the yesterday's topic of biomagnification, I am Happy Narang here to discuss the effects and solution to biological magnification for the subject of environmental science. Basically, there are four effects of biological magnification: persistent pollutants, build-up in fats, ecological process, effect on organism. So first we will discuss persistent pollutants. Some pollutants, including those made up of a single element and certain man-made chemicals, are persistent in nature, meaning they do not readily biodegrade. A primary producer like a plant or alga can absorb persistent pollutants that are chemically similar to nutrients required for its growth. If that material is still in the plant when it is eaten by the next organism up the food chain, that organism will likely absorb more of the toxin over time as it consumes multiple plants. Carnivores who consume multiple animals in the area will absorb more yet. Build up in fats. Some pollutants are quickly expelled from the body, but those that are fat soluble are stored in the lipids of an organism and can only be removed through the action of specified enzymes. If this organism lacks such enzymes, or if the rate of uptake of a particular lipid soluble pollutant is greater than its enzymatic removal, the substance will build up in the body of the organism. This narrows pollutants that biomagnify to two categories: metals and persistent organic pollutants. DDT is a well-known example of the latter. Ecological process. A pollutant building up in the lipid of a primary producer may never reach high enough concentration to harm that organism in any way. This is where the key concept of biological magnification comes into play. Organisms higher in the food chain contain higher concentration of pollutants than those lower in the food chain. When a pollutant reaches a certain concentration within a particular organism, it begins to decrease the function of and even permanently damage various body systems. Effect on organisms. Organisms at the top of the food chain are at a greater risk of damage due to biomagnification. Mercury, for example, damages the nervous, gastrointestinal, and cardiovascular systems. Mercury poisoning is of particular concern to unborn fetus and young children, which is why pregnant and nursing mothers are encouraged to avoid fish which often contain high level of mercury. Organisms at the top of the food chain are affected by a variety of persistent organic pollutants that are carcinogenic and toxic to the reproductive, nervous, and immune systems. DDT, for example, can cause sterility and thin eggshells in birds of prey. There are some solutions of biomagnification: elimination of use of some heavy metals, cleaning of contaminated locale, role of institutions using toxic substances, be cautious on using treated wood, watch out for the lead paints, avoid uses of the PVC and other solutions. Elimination of use of some heavy metals. Heavy metals can be found in almost every industrially manufactured product such as petroleum. Therefore, toxic substances such as lead, arsenic and mercury ought to be prohibited and completely eliminated, and their uses in petroleum products and other industries banned. Also, industries such as coal plants that produce and rely on various heavy metals should have preservation and well springs that will help in reduction of this toxic substance. Meanwhile, the coal industry needs to come up with innovative strategies to eliminate mercury emissions. Cleaning of contaminated local areas that have been exposed with toxic metals should be cleaned completely and expeditiously. The government should identify areas that are contaminated with solid waste and also medicinal wastage incinerators and close those areas down. They should then supplement them with waste decrease programs and carry out other programs that are aimed at treating and rehabilitating the soil for future use. The government should also ensure that offices, schools, among other buildings that are occupied with humans are not located near these areas. There are many roles of institutions using toxic substances, but we will be discussing few. Health sectors, especially the dental departments, should eliminate the use of mercury containing items and use more secure alternatives. The government should also evacuate and securely store indoor regulators and thermometers that contain mercury. They also have a part to play in unison with the schools to avoid providing leaded water to the children in schools and instead strategize on a better alternative of clean and treated water. Be cautious on using treated wood. Woodwork industries should avoid the use of CCA and ACZA additives. These chemicals have arsenic, which is highly poisonous. In homes built with such treated woods, it is impossible to remove the arsenic from the wood. However, a better solution would be to paint them with unleaded paints that are environmentally friendly. The paint minimizes filtering and contact. It is important to repaint if the wood paint deteriorates. Watch out for the lead paints. Homes that were built before the 1980s are most probably painted with the toxic lead paints. In case the paints are peeling off, a decreased laborer can be contracted to either redesign, repaint, or remove the acid paint from the walls. The drinking water should be covered to prevent the lead dust from getting in, and also the other sources of water supply should be covered as well. Avoid uses of the PVC. When buying plumbing materials, it is important to avoid the PVC. It contains lead that may contaminate the drinking water and the environment. If they are already installed, an alternative would be to avoid drinking or using the hot water that rushes out of the tap after initially opening it because it contains lead traces. The best water is the icy cold one that pours after several minutes. And other solutions. The cooking oil, grease, household chemicals, and medication should be disposed of properly. Also, when doing the laundry, phosphates, bleaches, and soaps are recommended because they lack metal traces. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.